Alright, so Ted, Jake, and I just slipped back into this area that we hunted opening day of turkey season here on Public. We came in here yesterday evening or got near this area and tried to roost birds, but the wind was blowing like 30 plus miles an hour. Couldn't hear anything, and it's really windy again this morning. But all this habitat that they're living in is down in like this big bowl, valley, whatever you want to call it, depression. And it's a lot less windy down in here than I really expected it to be. But it's like 72 degrees, muggy, overcast. So not great conditions, especially for gobbling. But we've already heard one other hunter, owl hooting, a pretty good ways off up on this ridge above us, but we ain't heard nothing. So we slipped down to this area where we heard some birds gobbling the first morning we were here. And we're just kind of taking it slow, just hugging this tree line and just listening and seeing what we might hear. And if we don't hear anything as the morning goes on, we're just gonna slowly peck our way through this. That's all we really can do. We don't know where anything's at right now, so, or how much has changed in the last few days with hunter pressure or anything. I mean, there was like 20 gobbling turkeys within earshot of where we were opening morning on Public and private. And now with all the pressure, I mean, they might all be in the next county or dead. I don't know. We're gonna find out today, hopefully. We're gonna find something out, that's for sure.
Kind of ambushing these turkeys from 3 different directions right now.
Yeah, the turkeys are not saying much.
No, it's like everybody's calling at them from this way and they just keep going now on the private. Pretty sure we got somebody running a mouth call right down below us here. And then past him, there's somebody running a slate call. Him or her.
Decoys right here on private. That turkey sounded like it was on the edge up there.
Yeah, looks like it got flogged maybe.
Yeah, it does.
Got a different turkey gobbling. We moved up to the very top. This one's on private as well. Looks like somebody's got a permanent decoy set up there that might have got flogged or attacked by a coyote or something. This bird's a ways on the private, but we don't hear anybody else calling at him yet. Let's get up there.
Way over there.
Turkey gobbling way over that way on the private. This is the fence right here. Just working along this line, calling back in there. He just answered Nick on that last call, but he's a long ways over there right now.
Across this fence.
First he's got to cross a huge open field. Then make sure you set the drag real loose. Let him run.
Let him run if he needs to. Play him out. Play him out. Nick, where you going?
Gotta make a number 2.
Did you ask?
Mind if I go?
Raise your hand.
Alright, y'all, so last time we talked, we had struck up some birds. I don't know, was that like 10:30 this morning? Way back at the back of this piece. We left to go eat lunch. We met up with Greg and got some work done for a little bit. And now we're back out here. It's what, like 4 o'clock maybe?
Yep.
If that. We're about to slip back in here close to where we heard some birds gobbling this morning. It's still really warm and muggy and windy. We're just gonna slip back there and hopefully strike something up. Hopefully nobody else is back in there. But we're gonna slip back there for the rest of the evening and, you know, either kill one or put one to bed. I think tomorrow is gonna be our last day here actually hunting, so we really need to put one to bed. That would give us a big head start in the morning, but I don't know. We got 2.5 hours, 3 hours till dark to try to get something done.
Yep, we're just battling wind and warm weather today. And other people know.
Wind, warm weather, and other hunters. Kind of right where we wanted to go.
You got a response at least?
Yeah, one of the first hens we've heard.
Yeah.
Just kind of sitting there right by the line where we wanted to be. But let's go after those other turkeys, I guess.
Yep, let's go up top. Puts us in a pretty good spot to roost when we're up there too.
That's where we heard 2 earlier today.
Time to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Hopefully conquer.
Yeah, time to go harvest some turkeys with our ears.
The wind is laid, so that's good.
So we're just gonna split up and try to cover as much ground as possible. We're struggling to hear turkeys past, you know, the first, half hour after fly down, really. So it is nice that it'll be calm tonight. Last night was super windy and hard to hear anything, but let some coyote howls rip tonight. You'll hear one from 1,000+ yards, I would think.
Yeah.
So we got 3 good spots in mind. We're gonna spread out pretty good. Be able to hear each other howl, but we probably won't be able to hear all the same turkeys if we're hearing 8 turkeys. So
Yeah. Let's go do it.
dude,
Good
let's
luck.
do it. Bump it.
Do good things.
Bump it. Right there, yeah. I think we could probably sit right here somewhere, and that's where he's gonna fly to, is right to this hill, I would think.
Kill him before his feet hit the ground.
You could. Nick's done a lot of duck hunting. I bet he could. Oh, for sure. Take him out of the air.
No doubt Nick can make the shot.
I'm gonna get a bit on it. So I heard that one from way up top, but then I couldn't hear him gobble. There's one on the private up there that you probably heard, huh? There's one like 200 yards.
Walking and howling.
Yeah. He was gobbling at you a lot, and when I got up to this cliff, he was doing the same, but then I moved up here, and this one finally gobbled. And he is on public in a good spot.
He's only about 100 yards.
Maybe less than that, yeah. I think he's maybe 70 or so. I bet he flew up from somewhere right within range of us. And we've been talking about the whole time. We set up in this spot for a couple hours the other day, and it just seems like a spot turkeys.
Keep thinking this spot's the spot to be. Just haven't got on a turkey here yet. We sat down in that bottom probably 3 days ago. And there was a ton of scratching down in there. Just never got on anything. We're gonna kill him.
I think we got a good chance. Let's just slip up here, and I think it might be a better angle to get down to where you can see down a little bit from up here, and I think you might be more likely to fly up there. I just want to see what it looks like before we come in the dark in the morning. Do you get one tucked in?
Well, that last gobble, I was standing right here. Because you screeched.
Yeah.
And then you did a laugh not long after it. I don't know if you heard me. When you started laughing, I had started howling. I had just got here, and I was like, I'm going to let out a howl, because I got one roosted up there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to see if I can hear him from here. And I howled, best howl I've ever done. And then I noticed as I was doing it, like I was finishing it, I heard you go, and then that sucker just, I was like, oh gosh.
50 yards away from us, you mean?
Oh,
He's
right there.
I didn't say goodnight, buddy, sleep tight, but I just about was on the limb with
We
him.
could have tucked him in if we wanted,
Yeah.
probably.
Did you get it on video?
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to pitch up to the ridge.
He's going to pitch right to the road.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be easiest for him, I think.
So, and we can hide right there, right on that right side of the road.
Yeah.
You can hide
There's
there.
some cedars. There's 2 trees that I picked out. I was sitting
The
where
nice
you're going
thing
to
is
sit.
it's all cedars, and then there's just certain spots where you can actually get down through there, especially if you pitched off that thing.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of spots that you could
We'll be
actually
able to see
fly
him.
off of.
I don't know if we'll be able to see him on the limb, but it'll be close.
Yeah.
I think you might, honestly, it might be like a waterfowl hunt where you could shoot him as he's like landing.
Well, I like that he's right there, because you can get him,
Yeah.
he's going to want to pitch that
People are
ridge,
gonna be calling at him
because
from the
somebody's
bottom.
going to come hunt down here,
Exactly.
and he's going to pitch right across.
It's going to be an intense morning. It's going to be one of those that it's pretty easy to wake up for.
Somebody say, all right, we'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you in the morning.
Early. 5:10, time to go. Time to start climbing out.
Time to climb the mountain.
We got electrical tape over most of the lights on the camera. We're planning on getting pretty darn close to this thing, to the point where I'm not going to be surprised if these 2 can see him on the limb. I'd assume he pitched up. This is just a pretty steep ledge, and he's roosted right at eye level, basically, with where these guys are going to be set up. And it'd be easiest for him to just fly straight down towards where they'll be set up, and all the hunting activity has been going on in the opposite direction, so it would make sense for him to want to do that too, I think. If we don't kill him, I'm really interested to see how he gets away.
You know what he does.
You can't ask for a much better situation like this. This is one of those mornings that's really easy to wake up for. So all he has to do is, not fly the other direction, really. Just get up in there and get nestled in. We probably won't film too much when we get set up in there, just because we don't want all these camera lights showing, so we'll see when it starts to get light and he starts gobbling. There's 2 trees down there that hopefully they'll work.
Where are you going to get? Just right up here?
Yeah, it's based off where he's actually at. I'll probably try to be that way for you, just so he doesn't go that way. You know how steep it is over here. I would think if he's going to come up here, he's going to come right up this.
And even if he does try to stay low and go through, should be able to kill him.
As long as he doesn't fly away from This turkey just started gobbling. There's two of them that we can hear. One's pretty close and one's a little further away. We've been sitting in the rain and lightning storm for the last hour or so, waiting on it to get daylight.
Did you see the turkey fly down over here?
Yeah.
You think that was him?
I thought it was. What do you think?
I think that had to have been him.
I think it was probably him, yeah.
And now it sounds like there's a turkey gobbling in that field. Alright, so it's like 7:45. We've been rained on nonstop since about 5:50. The bird we were chasing was roosted right down here. I saw him pitch down into the bottom, and it sounds like he's in the field down below us. There's two of them down there, and another one over on private. So our plan didn't work, but we're gonna slip down through this bottom and go get closer to that field edge. Figure being wet and everything, he's going to be out there until he dries out. And I doubt anybody else is in here hunting with this thunderstorm to come in, so we're gonna ease down there. What do you think?
I wonder if we can call him over here.
I just don't know if we'll have much of a shot. I think he's right over here.
Yeah.
We could try to get to that cedar.
He's right. He's got a hand in his stomach. The hand might pull him away.
What hand?
There was a hand that yelped over there right after he gobbled.
Sounds like he might be drifting. He might come out in that gap down there. Just gonna slide.
Where'd you think that was? He's right here. Yep.
Might have to slide up some more.
Yeah. I think we got a pretty good chance as long as it keeps gobbling.
Go up to this next one right here and call. Just see what happens.
Alright.
We might have already bumped them. I don't think we did, but
I don't think so.
we got a hen with them and they're just moving. I know they gotta just be up in there. Not far.
That's what it seemed like last time we gobbled.
Just quit gobbling at this thunder.
Seems like they were probably moving.
Shocker. And you heard a hen with them.
Yeah.
At this moment, I don't know what else to do other than just hang tight.
I think that's probably the best thing until he gobbles again. Or hopefully he gobbles again, you know?
Yeah. I can see this being one of those times where I'd get up and keep moving. Or you think you did spook them, and then you walk around a corner and they're standing right there. Boy, it's nasty this morning. Very nasty.
We're out here looking like wet dogs.
He's gonna look like a wet dog, too.
Yes.
Drop back down in that creek and swoop around and try to get on them. Pretty sure they got a hen with them.
Yeah. There's a hen. Sound like to me.
Do a little walking and warm up.
Yeah.
non-stop cat and mouse game for the last hour and a half with these birds. They finally split up. They were together, sounded like. One got across the field from us and he's down one creek bank. We got close to him, and then now the other one is on the other side of this other creek. I think he might be on our side, we don't know. But they're not answering the call. They're gobbling every minute or so after you call. And they're coming to us, but they ain't coming all the way in. It's just non-stop back and forth. I mean, we got up and moved no less than 12 times. We don't know. And if he's on the other side of the creek, we don't know where he's gonna cross, whether it's back there or if there's a crossing up here. I don't know anything right now. I'm soaking wet.
We're staying with them best we can because they're moving all over the place, seems like.
Alright, so we were sitting here at the truck eating lunch, and a turkey gobbled right down here, not that far, maybe 200 yards.
Yeah.
And it's right where we had last heard one about an hour ago in that same vicinity. We think maybe he might be coming down here, so they're not real responsive to a call. I don't think they want to be. So we're just going to slip down there and kind of sit down and be quiet and just see if we hear him again. And
see if you peck somebody.
there he was right there. Maybe ambush him.
I like that.
So, come with.
He's on down that road. We've heard him probably 5 or 6 times now since he started up about 30 minutes ago.
Making another loop to get above this turkey. He gobbled a couple times, but it sounded like he moved down further away from us.
So that turkey, we set up and he was probably 70, 80 yards away, gobbling on his own. Started yelping. He's gobbling still, but he's kind of going the other way. So we're gonna make a big loop around and try to get above him and just try to get in as tight as we can before we make any kind of sound. And then hopefully it's enough, close enough to just pull him where we can see him. Alright, so it's like 6:45. We've been in here for close to an hour. We got one more hour till the end of legal. We're sitting right on the edge of this bottom where there were 2 longbeards roosted this morning. They're actually in these trees right here over my left shoulder. When we got down in here about an hour ago, we heard a gobble back to our right, just on the edge of private. And I think another one back over here to our left, deeper into public. Like we were talking about earlier, these birds hadn't been real responsive. So we figured instead of this being our last evening, instead of roaming around trying to strike one up, which we hadn't had good luck with, we would just get in here. We got a pretty good idea where something's going to end up later on this evening, so just playing the sit and wait game right now. That was a wonderful encounter.
That's actually exactly what we were hoping for.
I couldn't have drawn it up any better myself. Nothing screams come roost here like a deer blowing 77 times.
At least that squirrel's over there barking to calm him down.
Yeah, he wasn't egging it on at all. And then I'm getting up because my butt hurts.
Talk to me quick here.
That's gonna close it out for Texas.
That's a good way to end her. I'm glad we got it out. Didn't have to call somebody that time.
Let's get the report from this guy.
We didn't get stuck. and that's just a good way to close out this trip to Texas Public Lands.
Sometimes you don't get them. That was some of the tougher out-of-state hunting, turkey hunting I feel like I've done on public land. I mean, we ran into more people than I have just about anywhere.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, just running into people calling and whatnot.
Yeah, and just being limited to the areas that we could hunt made it really tough, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty small piece, but it had turkeys, so definitely could have killed one. Several people did on opening day. There
Yeah, they
was
did.
three or four shots that we heard. So
I think I'll definitely come back. I'll, plan it out differently in the future.
Yeah.
But I want to come back. One, there's a lot of birds, and it's kind of like you get bested by them. You want to come back and kill one.
yeah,
So
and we know they're here, and we learned a lot about how they, I guess, use this piece. So we'll have a little head start when we do come back. This ain't the last of Texas.
no, it ain't.
Nick might go back to at least tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt it tomorrow morning.
So that might be the cherry on top. Of this
maybe
one.
that'll be the.
That's it for the public land portion. Ted and I are headed back to Iowa to meet up with Warb, and we're gonna film some youth hunts up there for the next couple weekends, and then I think you guys are gonna go to Alabama, and then I don't know where we'll go after that. Maybe somewhere in the Northeast.
Yep. Greg will be hunting South Dakota for the next few weeks, sounds like, and then we'll head out to the east, sounds
Drop
like.
in the comments where you think we should hunt in the Northeast. We've done a little bit of hunting up there, but there's a bunch of different new states that we could hit up there too, probably. So see you around.
See you around the next one.
I don't know if this is the end or not. Maybe you'll kill one tomorrow.
I might kill one, so stay tuned.